This is Amanda from Amanda's Joy of Coloring. Today I'm going to share with you a haul video. And I purchased most of these items in the month of July and in August. So first off, I want to share is the Arteza real brush pens. These are the 96. Just want to make sure I'm in shot. So the 96 set. I use these in a couple of pages already. It has the snap, the Velcro there, and it's got the Velcro on the sides as well. Very noisy on both sides. So they're it's very secure inside here. Then you have all your colors. I left it in the order that it had came in. I did swatch this in my swatch book. And it came with one of these watercolor brushes, but I had bought a few here from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, these are Hobby Lobby ones. And this one's the one that came with it. It's still got water in here. So I really like these. I'm still working on learning how to use them and different techniques. So we'll be using these in a few pages. I used them in a few pages already in July. Let's see if we can close it back up. It's real bulky, but it's got this zipper in the back. You can put stuff in. It really is a nice case, but it takes up a lot of space. Buying those, I ended up buying this Daniel Smith transparent water ground. I don't know if I got that in shot, but this is the 4 fluid ounces. And so I've had to base my page with this here, because the real brush pens will go through the page. Like it really soaks up. So this helps not going through the page at all, so you can't see any shadowing or anything after putting this on your page and using those. So I really like this product, but it's kind of expensive. So I need to think of something else I can use in place of it that will work just as well. I ended up getting these containers here. I got a couple, well, quite a few of these, because they fit really well on my cart that I have, and the color matches. So I got like 8 or 9 of these. I was just counting them. And so I'm using this one to hold the brushes that I got. I got these at Hobby Lobby. This is the value pack of 50 because I have no brushes. And with the watercolor ground I was using, at first I used the old brush, and I really needed the soft bristle brush for that and a wider one. I ended up getting that. I'm trying to see if I have the bigger one that I use. But these are from Target, these containers. My daughter got these blocks, and I'm like, these are perfect to fit all these little brushes in, to try to keep them protected while they're in this box. So that all these different sizes. So this is the blue, and this is the green. Different sizes. It kind of keeps them together. So I've been using those in here. And then we have these big brushes, which I've been using one like this, but it's wider. I don't know where I put it. I put it somewhere, and set of brushes also come with these plastic tools as well. I'm not sure when I will use these. There's a few more in there. And these black brushes here I picked up from Dollar General just to have a set. I didn't have any. I used to have a bunch of paint, acrylic paints and brushes and everything, but they're like 20 years old. I used them on pumpkins and stuff like that for Halloween to sell, because I worked at a produce stand with my father, and I would sit there and paint all kinds of faces on pumpkins, and I would make them look like Frankenstein and ghost, and do like a little haunted house on them. But I ended up getting this book here. It's a watercolor workbook, and it's by Sarah Simon. And I wrote down all the colors I needed from Amazon to get started on here. So I have some watercolors to show you as well. This workbook is really nice because it tells you how to blend your watercolors. I haven't started in it yet because I've been so busy the past couple months, but I can't wait to get started in it. It's not a newer book or anything. It's quite a few years older, but it shows techniques and stuff here for each of the pages. Wet and wet, just wet on dry, all your things you need to know to get started. And then get to the paint colors. So right here is some of her color recipes. And so she makes, these are the main colors that you need to get. Here is the lemon yellow, the yellow ochre, and I've got those. Already. And then on this page is all of the colors that she shows you how to make, or tells you how to make out of these colors here. So you get to learn how to make all those colors. And then she has, this is really nice paper here, but here it's a little, it feels a little different, but on these pages they're more of a watercolor paper. And so there's different projects in here to do with the watercolor. And I want to learn how to do more watercolor. Me and my youngest daughter, we do some watercolor. She has a video of her in a class, doing a live class of this on her YouTube channel. And so I watched that, and it really helps you to show how she does her color recipes on that video. If you want to check that out, you can just look up her name, Sarah Simon, and you can find her on YouTube. That's all I did. There's different projects to do, and it's got all the steps you need to do. And so it says use your wet and wet, and so you go back here if you need to know how to do your wet and wet and learn how to do that. So that's the Watercolor Workbook, and this is a 30-minute beginner botanical projects on premium watercolor paper by Sarah Simon. And so this book prompted me to get the next few items here. Which I got quite a few, so I hope everything is in shot. This watercolor set I got just to use on some thicker paper. Because me and my youngest daughter like to do watercolor together. It came with this brush, which is horrible, a horrible brush. But she likes to use these, and I thought we could use this together instead of the expensive watercolor. Because once she sees me start watercoloring again, she's going to want to watercolor as well. So that's mainly for her, but we can use it together. I got that at the Dollar Tree at the in the plus section. They got that plus section now. I think I paid $3 or $5. I think it was $5. I don't know if that's too much for this, but it was there, and we were there at the time. If you hear that scratching noise, that's my dog. She's under the desk. I can't get her out. But this here I got also at Hobby Lobby. I got this at a different time than I got the brushes, but I did get it after I got that book. But that book tells you to use a certain brand, so I have that brand as well. So here are these. It has a few of the colors that you would need in that book, because there's the lemon yellow and the yellow ochre, and it's got the crimson red as well. I think that one's one needed, and the Verdian hue, I think that's one of the colors. But she said you can use any watercolors, but I wanted to test the difference in these watercolors and the other ones I'm about to show you. And this set also came with the a couple brushes and a pencil sharpener. I think this is a eraser to kind of sketch out and then watercolor. So I got those there. This is the Master Touch brand. It's the 20 piece, but it says it's $6.99. I only paid half price because everything was 50% off on the Master Touches brand. And so with that book, she says to ink the picture first. So I got this pigment ink, the graphic illustration markers to ink with, and they are, I don't know if you can see the numbers from here. I can't see what the camera is showing, but I got the 0.1, the 0.3, and the 0.5 to try on that. I'm not sure if this is waterproof. I'm going to have to test it. I'm looking. It doesn't say. If anybody knows if this is waterproof, let me know, because I'm going to trace her picture and then watercolor over it after it dries. It says water and fade proof. And so she's, in the book she explains this is a nice touch to add to the picture. So I got those as well. And then I decided to get these painter's palettes. I got these from Dollar General for a couple bucks. And so I got 2 of those for the watercolors. And then on Amazon, I got these watercolors. This is the Winsor and Newton Coatment watercolors set. Now this is the brand that she suggests using in the watercolor workbook. So this is the brand I wanted to get. But these little containers compared to the one, let me get the other one back out, compared to these. So this is 5 milliliters. These here are, I can get it out. I'm not sure if it says. It says 10 grams. Oh, right here. This is 12 milliliters, 0.4 fluid ounces. And so this is double the amount and way cheaper. I don't remember what I paid for these on Amazon, but I'm sure the price fluctuates, so it might be different now. And so here's lemon yellow and lemon yellow. I know it's one of the colors that I need for the book, so and try both. But this set here did not have all of the colors that I needed that she had asked for, so I had to order a couple on there. These were like $10 to $12 a piece, and I think I paid way less than that for that one, like $8. So I needed the Payne's Gray, and this is 8 milliliters, so there's still more in there for that. And I also needed the Cobalt Blue, and this is still the Coleman brand. It's got more in this one. But this is one of the small ones, like was in here, but it was still the same price as the big ones. So I don't understand that. But this one is the Professional. I couldn't find it in the Coleman watercolors. So there's that. But I ended up getting this set because it had most of the colors, but I needed these. I think I need to buy 2 more colors to go with the book, but I can go ahead and get started with what I have. So I don't need those for all of the pages. So that's my watercolor journey I'm going on. I don't know when I'm going to start working on that book, but I would like to get to a few pages pretty soon. I haven't even opened the paint to test it yet, but there's still a couple paints that I need, and then I want to try to get one of those porcelain palettes as well, but it's not really needed. I got one of those plastic ones. And then I had all that stuff in one of those containers here, and I'll probably go on my cart where I can pull it out easy, and they just fit on the shelf. I slide them in. And then at Walmart, I picked up a couple books, only 2. So the first one I got is the Victorian House coloring book. It's a Dover coloring book, but it was at Walmart. And this is illustrated by Daniel Lewis, and then written and researched by Kristen Helberg. And so there's some little stories in here as well. So getting this at Walmart, I think somebody had brought it back because there's a couple more old ones there, but they had pages that was colored. So this book actually has a page missing from the book, and so it's 9 and 10, which I'm not too worried about that because there's no way I'm going to be able to color every page anyway. But I did a flip of this if you would like to see that. It's up on my channel under my book flips. And then I also picked up this Dimensions. It's got some sand. Dimensions coloring book. I cannot say that name, so I'll try to put it up there a little bit close. But this is a 3D inspired coloring book. I haven't done a flip of this. I think somebody else on YouTube has put a flip of this up on their channel. I can't remember who. But the way they have the shadows and stuff will make it look 3D once it's colored. And I seen, why can't I remember who's the name? I was watching it and she was doing the B page, but when I was looking at this in Walmart, I seen this page and I'm like, wow, that's cool. It looked like he will be jumping up off the page once colored. This would be a nice fall page. It still has a lot of detail, but I feel you can probably just straight color these pages, and the way there's shadows on there already, it will look really good. So I can't wait to get started on this. That one's really cute with the deer. And then so some instruments. Some is better than others, but they're all really great. I think she was doing this page, and it was really looking good. I don't remember who it was. I watched so many of everybody's YouTube videos that it's hard to remember. This one's the black page, and there's no lines through it, so that's great. I'm trying to figure out what this one is. Some kind of skull head. Might be good for Halloween. But yeah, I didn't mean to do like a flip, but this is the last book that I had purchased. So let's see what else. Oh, I did purchase something else. Oh, here is that brush. I threw it in my basket. That's the brush I use with the watercolor ground. I wish I had a wider one, but this is the widest one that come with that 50 paintbrushes set. And that was from Hobby Lobby. Oh, yes. I got a couple pens from that new store, Pop Shelf. I seen T's video, but she ended up getting a lot more pens. I think my store didn't have as many pens as hers did. It looked like hers had more variety. So I got this Micron Pigma archival ink. I wonder if this one's waterproof. I got this to try in that, I'm trying to show you so that you can see the number on there, to try on the watercolor book, because I have those other ones, but I didn't know if this one would be better. And so it's got a little point on there, but the other ones seem to be a smaller size, so I'll probably end up using those. And it does say this micropigment ink for watercolor and fade proof fine lines. So this will probably work pretty good. And it says 0.4 45 millimeter line. So that might be in between one of the sizes I got. And I also got this Lee pen drawing pigment ink pen for the same reason. Using that watercolor book. But I'm not sure if this one's waterproof either. But this one is from Japan. It says Japan, made in Japan. But then the company's in California. This one is made in Japan, Secure Color Products. So this one's probably a better product. Everyone seems to like the Secure. I like their Jelly Roll pens for sure, but this one is still made in Japan, but it's not the same brand. So I can't wait to try these pens out too. Where's those other ones? So I ended up with 5 pens to try on that watercolor book. So this one is a 5. So I got 3 5s. So at that pop shelf, I kept looking for smaller sizes, and all I could find was 5s. I wanted smaller ones. But that's everything I got from a haul. So that's everything I bought for the month of July. Some of it I bought at the beginning of August as well. And thank you for watching. Bye.